What's going on with everybody? It is your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Pink Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged with a very wrinkled sugar long sleeve on. Shout out to Sachi. I just haven't worn this in a long time. And I was like, you know what? Let me throw this on. I feel like this color palette kind of matched some of the sounds on this album. And this album is Hypnos by Mrs. Ravyn Lenae. I have been waiting for this debut album for so long. Ever since, I don't know if this is the first song I heard, but in my head, I'm saying this first song I heard. I think the first song I heard was Sticky. Sticky, icky, icky, what you do it. Sticky, sticky, off the time, sticky, sticky, off the ride. That was so fire. Oh, what you do it? What do it? That was my bro. That was my jam, bro. That whole EP is so fire. She would do features here and there, but I've been waiting. Forget the features. The features always fire, but I've been waiting for you so long. You feel me? And she gave it to us. And here we are, man. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Brought to you by that Pizza Hut. Let's do this thing, man. First track, Cameo. This got that gospel Negro spiritual vibe to it. Nigga singing in the field. You feel me? Like the way I think it's the groove, just the like the way that groove is that one lottie two lottie three lottie four lottie one lottie two. The way that groove is, that's something that like you'll hear on the black church, that like you know when the beat fall in the that's something that you would hear in the black church, the way it's grooving. So I love the way it starts off. Very very short song. Liar. It's just in that kind of liar. That sounds like something that you would hear like in the choir. Liar. That's so fire to me. Very very nice little short opener. And then we get to the second track, which was my first favorite track. Every time I listen to albums, I usually end up having like three favorite tracks throughout the duration of me listening for however long I've been listening before the review. And yes, this was my first favorite, Venom. Bro, I replayed this like 5 times before I even got to the next track on the first listen, bro. This is so hard, not to be mistaken for the classic Eminem. Venom, 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 Venom. Hey, what was wrong with that nigga on that song, bro? Venom. Marvel told me to make a song, so I'm just saying Venom. They only said the superhero that was in the movie was Venom. Venom, Venom, Venom. I don't know anybody else in the movie, so I'm just saying Venom. That nigga was wilding on that song, bro. But anyway, this is another song, completely different. Honestly, a song I can hear like in an updated version of Soul Train. Soul Train is in 2022 wouldn't be everything super duper soul, Al Green or whatever. It would have songs like this, and this is a song you could dance to. That hey Venom, can't get him, oh Venom, straight Venom. Why would you take me for a fool? Bro, that's been stuck in my head. Bro. I just walk around my house. Why would you play me for a fool? You know it's true. Why would you take me for a fool? Hey, you know it, bro. This is that fire right here, bro. This song is so good. Like I said, my first favorite song on here off of first listen, super duper great song. And then we go to Inside Out. This is a song that I was like, yo, I haven't felt like this from like a black artist in a minute, because the last time I felt like this was Frank Ocean Endless, and it was his rendition of At Your Best You Are Love. That sounded like a Disney princess of like a princess movie or something. Like he's like the way the strings, the way he added to what he added to that song. Alita Isley Brothers didn't make it sound like a Disney like princess Pixar film. This sounds like something that would be in a Disney movie. I'm not just saying that because it's called Inside Out and they just put out a movie called Inside Out. Not at all. The way that this sounds is so beautiful. The message is a very nice little message. Like this is something I could see in a princess movie 100%. Like if they made Princess and the Frog 2, this would definitely be in the soundtrack. I love this. I hope you've been in before, been here before. And I love you from the inside. Like the way that she's singing on this sounds just like something that would fit perfect in that atmosphere. Absolutely love this, man. And then we go to track number 4, M.I.A. This got like a little, you feel me, little Afro beat, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I thought DeVito would finna got down come in the bit for a second, man. Hey, M.I.A. Hey, even if the sun goes down, I might go away. Hey, M.I.A. You know how them African niggas be dancing like this. Seemed like something that would be like I said, like an Afrobeat type song, super duper fire. And she has like a breathy voice, or she could sing sometime in like a breathy type voice that I can see people not liking, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I can see somebody not thinking that like her voice isn't strong enough for some of the songs, but I feel like she will like come with a much more stronger voice sometimes, and then she would kind of do like her breathy type singing thingy or whatever. But it's very interesting the way that she utilizes her voice. I am a fan of it. Super duper fire song. M.I.A. is fire. M.I.A. I get this feeling. Then she's singing a little other octave she be going in. Fire, man. And then we go to, by the way, I was so hyped when I heard Cameo because the first thing I thought was, I know this that nigga Steve Lacy, and I looked up, I was like, oh, it is Steve Lacy. I felt good knowing that. And then speaking of Steve Lacy, track number 5, Skin Tight. That song is so beautiful, bro. What you say? We say, oh, hope you understand. We won't go as planned. And then you got Steve Lacy. Oh, Skin Tight fire, man. Hope you understand. We won't go as planned. I love you too. Like, she's so interested in the way she utilizes her just octave switching and her breathy voice and when she wants to sing with more like power and bass or whatever. Very, very interesting. But this is such a super duper fire song. On this song, she even sounds like a ghost sometimes, like on the verse with the like she's just very like, she doesn't sound like she's there sometimes. She almost sounds like she is a spirit in the booth. And like I said, usually when people have that, I see people complain. I complain sometimes because I'm like, they don't really have a presence. But it's weird because even though she has this type of like spiritual spirit sound to her, she has a presence in the booth, which is different because usually it's like if you don't have that presence and you sound like a ghost, that is a insult usually. But I'm using it as a compliment because she can make that type of sound like it has energy and it sounds like it has presence in the booth, which is different. So yeah, shout out to her, man. Super duper fire. And then we go to Where I'm From, featuring M.I.A. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but first off hearing her, I was like, is this Napalm? I thought it was Napalm for a second, but no, this is not Napalm. M.I.A. is super duper hard. I gotta go tap in with her. I'm not familiar with her at all. This song is probably one of the other songs that got stuck in my head. It's probably like my second first favorite song off of like the third listen or whatever, man. I absolutely love this. I think right after coming out the Skin Tight, this is a perfect song, man. That what she say? What she say? Take it from where I'm from, a thief in the night. She remember where I'm from. Where's my tribe? Da 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 da. Ooh, da. Bro, she is so good, dog. And then M.I.A. came with that. I dating. Da 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 da. Bro, she sounds like she has like a very Napalm type cadence, which everybody knows Napalm is one of my favorite of all time. So I was like, man, I kind of want to hear Napalm as the third person after this. So, but nah, just her and M.I.A, they were cooking on this, man. I don't know if I'm reading this wrong, but I'm taking this almost on some like, you know what I'm saying? What's that Ka song, bro? Ka got one of the funniest rap songs. It's not funny because it's so serious, but the way he's just talking, bro, he had me ready to commit a crime on a KKK member, bro. It's not so they stole our land, our braids, our hair, our shades, our name, like that. Whatever the name of that song is, this is kind of like the much more lighter version. Taking away where I'm from, a thief in the night, wondering where I'm from. Where's my tribe? You know, can't trace your last name back to Kemet, you feel me? In that bag. She in the comedic science bag, you feel me, man? Hey, shout out to the comedic sciences out there. But either way, fire song, man. Definitely loved it. And then we go to track number 7, Deep in the World. Now, Deep in the World, this reminds me of like Barbie World, but if Barbie moved to LA and got a pill addiction. It's a much more, I feel like, darker type tone, but it just reminds me of Barbie World. Maybe because she says Bionic Girl in the hook. But either way, this is such a fire song, man. Deep in the World, with the Deep in the World, Deep in the World, Deep in the World. Ah, deep in the world, bionic girl. That reminds me of like a Barbie girl type of thing. But if she went there and got addicted to perk 10s, you feel me? It sounds like Barbie girl off a perk 10 right here. And it's so fire. But we have to talk about legitimately my favorite part of this album is like a 10-second segment of this song. It's the bridge, bro. This is so beautiful. I've been geeking out since I've heard this, bro. Maybe I'm on some nerd loser stuff, but bro, the just small part where she kind of break the beat down in the bridge, where she do the I'm losing all control. That little part of the song, that's one of my favorite. I love this production throughout the song, but that slight change of production where it gets even more darker, her voice, like I said, she has a little bit more resonance and bass in her voice, the way she coming with it with the I'm losing all control. Dun, 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 dun. That little bridge right there, and then go back to the boom, doom, 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 boom, doom, doom, doom. Oh my gosh, bro. That is all hell Ravyn Lenae, bro. I highly doubt anybody that knows her or management is watching this. But if so, man, I need to interview her. I just got questions for, you know what I'm saying, Mrs. Lenae, you feel me, the queen of stuff. I got some questions for her just about how she made some of these songs and what made her deviate to that godly, I'm losing all control. That little part right there. Oh my gosh, I love that, bro. Gosh, she is so good. My favorite part of the album and one of my favorite songs by far, love Deep in the World. And then we go to Higher, a little interlude. I think this is like a minute and some change long. Very beautiful production, and then it goes right into 3D, featuring Smino. I think also one of the first times I heard her, it was like her and Smino, if I'm not mistaken. But that Sticky, I think that might have been like the very first time. Either way, shout out to Smino. It's always good to hear from Smino. You know what I'm saying? You hear that beat, you feel me? That you already know what type. Now you already know what type of time it is when you hear that type of beat. You already know Smino finna come in. I keep the beat. You know how Smino be, man. Shout out to Smino, probably one of the most underrated rappers in the game right now. That guy is awesome sauce. Shout out to him, and shout out to what they did with the song. It's a pretty good song. And then we go to Satellites. Satellites, I wrote down, this is probably going to be like my favorite song off here in a couple weeks. Like, I really like this song, but I could just tell the way that it sounds is something that is going to grow on me even more. I know a lot of people love Satellites. I really like this song, but I just know that this is the song that's going to be stuck in my head. Next couple weeks, I'm going to be singing about satellites. Like, I haven't been singing about satellites since Kevin Gates. Remember Kevin Gates? Satellites! I don't even think that song was about satellites. I think he just said it like a couple times in the hook. I think he was on like selling dope in that song. Like he was like, yeah, nigga, I'm selling her when you feel me. I don't get tired. And then the hook was just like, satellites! I don't really think it had anything to do with satellites. Either way, this song, absolutely beautiful. And that's the word that I come across saying as I'm listening to this album. It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful soul she is. Beautiful music she makes. Beautiful production just laced all throughout here. And then we go to the epitome of just cuteness and beautiful lullabies. Everybody loves a good lullaby. This is like a lullaby to like a lame nigga. You feel me? Like one of her exes. You know what I'm saying? This is actually my second favorite song. This is actually on like my fourth list. This is like my second or my favorite song or whatever. And I think the other song I said was my favorite probably was like the fifth time or whatever. Either way, lullaby is so super duper good, man. So basically, you know what I'm saying? I hope she keep you up at night. This right here is a lullaby. Like the way she's singing this, it legit sounds like something that will come on like Noggin or something. And you not really listen to the lyrics or whatever. You're like, oh, it's a good song. I'll play this for my kid. This is a lullaby. What she say? I hope she keeps you up at night. This is a lullaby. Bro, Like I said, I love her melodies. I love the way she utilizes her voice. This song right here, like I said, it's like a lullaby for a lame nigga. So she should have named this Lullaby for the lame niggas. That would have been a very fire title. But either way, super duper hard. And then we go to Light Me Up, track number 12. Another one, Light Me Up, Say It Now. The way she was singing on here, super duper good. Not too much to say about this, but do like this song. And then we go to Like You Do. Like You Do, another one of those short songs that go by really quickly, but it stays in your head. Like this is a, I don't know, this felt like some SWV type stuff. You love me like you do, baby, you do. Ooh, you love me like you do, baby, you do. You love me like you do. Like the way that just, it's only one of her, but it feels like it's three of her on some SWV type stuff, and it feels like they're just like going back and forth, but it's only her. Like I said, very cool way to utilize it with her doing her own background vocals. I absolutely love this song. It sounds like a group made this song, but it's just her. Because she can do like different voices. Like I said, like Ravyn Lenae might be a animated voice actor the next couple years, bro. I've never seen an interview, so I don't know what she talks like, but she does. She's did like 5 different voices throughout this album so far. So I'm very interested to see what her voice sounds like. I'm gonna have to go look at an interview with her. She's super duper versatile with her voices, and Like You Do is, like I said, one of those. It feels like a SWV type of solo acapella type song because the beat. I mean, it's just like different instrument starts to get added on from nigga beating on the, you know what I'm saying, on the bongos or whatever. And then you feel me? I feel like a tambourine came in the background. There's a whole bunch of different instruments. Fire song. You love me like you do, baby, you do. Fire. Then we go to track number 14. Ecstasy. This was also really, really good. Another time I got hyped because same way as the intro, I was like, I know who this is, nigga. You can't hide, nigga. This K Tronada. I already knew it was K Tronada. I looked it up. It was K Tronada. So another thing I felt good about. So you already know what type of K Tronada, you already know what he coming with. So you get a little, you feel me? You already got to get a little shoulder move when you hear K Tronada beat. Exactly what I did. Shoulder was moving. Shout out to K Tronada. Came through with a fire beat and she blessed it super duper good. And then we go to Mercury feature. Is it Fushi? I've heard a lot of her music. Don't know how to say her name. I apologize. It's either Fouché or Fushi. Only reason I said Fouché because it has a little accent, the same accent that Beyonce has over her E in her name. So I'm going to just say Fouché like Beyonce. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. Either way, this was a really, really good song. I thought this could have ended the song, or ended the album the first time I heard it, because I was like, man, this is like a complete album. Like, this feels like this rounds off the album pretty well. But boy, was I wrong. Fouché and them was cooking on here. But man, Wish, I feel like, is a perfect way to end this album, because once again, I'm like, this needs to be on a Disney Pixar film or something, bro. She makes that type of music sometimes when she wants to, and this is no exception with the Wish outro. Super duper fired. It kind of gives me what you call it, freaking Little Deer vibes by Spelling a little bit, but just a little bit more toned back. And like I said, something that I feel like could just be entered into a Pixar film or a Princess Disney movie or something. Like, I could really see that. And yeah, I hope that she gets the opportunity to do that because her voice is so beautiful, man. I absolutely love and adore her voice. So yeah, possibly R&B album of the year. I have to go back and look, but man, this R&B album, bro, I could definitely say Bridge of the Year, man. I'm losing all control. I think that's like 216 mark in that song, Dark or Deep in the World. Go listen to it. It's so good. But yeah, man, go check her out. I absolutely love her. I love this album. I'm very interested to see what she does next and what she does with her voice. Like I said, she does so many interesting things with her voice. So hey, shout out to old girl. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate. Players gonna play, man. Y'all highlight your boy now, man.